Radio from Sports 56. Take advantage of discounts and 0% financing on every piece of Kubota equipment. Join me in Sports 56 Saturday, May 11th, 11 to 1. We'll be giving away golf rounds at Wedgwood Golf Course, Malco movie tickets, food from Coletta's, and more. Kubota's Orange Day sales event at First Choice Farm and Lawn, 12701 Highway 64. See you for Kubota savings on May 11th.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses.
Admit it. When you start thinking about tastes of Memphis, you think treats, sweets. You think Dinstall's. For 122 years now. What is that, 5 generations? When people wanted something to bring to a party that will just make everybody happy, they bring out Dinstall's. 122 years of cashew crunch, of heavenly hash, of turtlettes, of their award-winning fudge. That's worldwide. It's known that well. Then there's the milk chocolate. It all starts there. There's the double-dip peanuts. And then every fall, those famous chocolate-covered strawberries with that fondant. And they won't tell you what's in the fondant, but it makes it oh so special. And easy to get to. 5 locations. There's where they make the candies in Pleasant View. There's Germantown. There's Collierville. There's even one downtown and in my neck of the woods in Laurelwood. You know what? 122 years made in Memphis and enjoyed by the whole world. Dinstall's.
Now back to Sports Time on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again are Brett Norsworthy and Bryant Dacus.
Big Daddy.
Hello, Big Brown.
It's a guy, he wants to be big, then he gets big, he doesn't want to be big anymore, then he gets small, but the suit's too big.
Big Daddy.
The big boy.
You're a big guy.
I think she's trying to pull a fast one on Big Daddy.
The big number of the day.
Well, Brett, why don't you start us off with big number today? I'm trying to limit mine down, trying to figure out where I want to go with mine. So why don't you start us off?
We touched on it with John Goin. We'll talk a lot of PGA Championship next week, and it's official for now. Tiger Woods in the field. It's official that he's in the field until he's unofficially out or officially out. But next week will be the 23rd PGA Championship for him. It'll be in Louisville. Here's what he's done lately in PGA Championships. Withdrawn, T37, miscut, second, didn't play twice, miscut, and miscut. Last won the PGA Championship in 2007. That record is what he's done since 2014. And it's why Wai Yang may have the biggest win over him of anybody, because he still beat him at the PGA Championship when Tiger was on top in 09.
That's a really good big number. I'm interested. You know, you mentioned it. We talked about it earlier with John, but I am interested to see, what Tiger looks like next week, what that tournament is like for him, and really how much he can compete. Because I think it's kind of sinking in for all of us that that feels like in the past in terms of Tiger competing.
Bad grammar alert. Done sunk.
Yeah, it feels like it. It really does. Let's see. My big number. All right, we'll go with this one. 1.85. It's very little.
Low decimal point.
Very small number. I mean, could you get a smaller big number than 1.85? I guess I could, because I could have gone with the other big number I was going to go with, 0.99. But I will go with 1.85. That is Paul Skeens' minor league career ERA through 12 starts over the start of this season. It'll get you a call up. Start of this season, what he did last year once he was done at LSU, 1.85 ERA in 12 starts. Now, we've talked about it a little bit, but they've tried to be very cautious with him, very protective of him and his arm. He's only thrown 34 innings in those 12 minor league starts, only 27.1 innings this year. So especially last year, they were just throwing him out there for about an inning, maybe 2 innings. That's kind of what they did to start out this year, and then let him go a little bit longer with each start. But he's really shown what he can do at those minor levels, and has shown that fastball's still working. What we remember at LSU is still there. He's still striking guys out at a very high clip.
He was at LSU 1 year?
Yeah, 1 year after being at Air Force.
So not completely like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was there 2 years, sure. But that championship year into LSU lore is like Joe Burrow.
Oh, absolutely.
He wasn't Heisman Trophy. Or was it? What is the Heisman Trophy of college baseball?
Oh, man,
I don't know.
I'd have to ask my brother.
I don't know if he did or didn't win it.
I don't know.
Won a national championship like Joe Burrow, and they will remember him forever.
Yeah. How about this? Not talked about very often when it comes to Paul Skeens, but while he was at Air Force, he pitched and hit. So he was almost like a little Shohei Ohtani action. Did the both sides of it. And I think did an all right job hitting the ball while he was there, but certainly has shown what he can do as a pitcher. Like I mentioned, only 27.1 innings pitched this year, but 45 strikeouts already this year, so he's had a ton of success with the strikeouts, and I'm really excited for Saturday to see him go against the Cubs. That should be fun, and like you said, it will have that ballpark and that city buzzing on Saturday.
And it should. And the Pirates sure need it. And it's been a long time since they won it all. A long time since they've been in a World Series.
Yeah, no, it has. And so, I mean, we'll see with kind of this young group that they have. What does this future look like? What is the trajectory that they're on, going forward? And can they be a team that once they get these pieces together,
then they have
in the next couple of years, got to keep them, will they be able to kind of get out there and compete with some of these other teams that look like they're also young and loaded and ready to compete now? So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But Saturday will be the big day. We need to get to a break here in a second, but I wanted to remind everybody before we got to that break about our friends over at Bell Tavern. Look, I know people are looking for a place to watch these games. Got so much action when it comes to sports. We're kind of in that sweet spot of the year. We get a couple of them throughout the year where it feels like a sweet spot where you have so much going on and so much to watch. So I know you're looking for a place to watch them. Look, I've got the spot for you. It's Bell Tavern, located at 117 Barbaro Alley, right behind 117 Prime. It's open from 4 to 11 Wednesday through Saturday and 4 to 8 on Sundays. I know nobody likes a loud bar where you can't hear yourself think, much less talk, but that's the opposite of Bell Tavern. I always feel weird calling it or trying to make it sound like a sports bar, because that's not what it is. It is a bar, a great bar that has those TVs that you can keep up with the games and catch all of the action. Start your night with a gourmet burger and one of their great cocktails in a quiet, dimly lit bar that you can enjoy those games at with your friends. And it's not just the burgers. Bell Tavern has the best bar food in Memphis and the coldest beer in the city. 117 Prime, just walk through their dining room and you're at the best bar in town. For more information about our friends over at Bell Tavern, give them a call, 901-249-6580, or go to belltavern.com. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up this hour and get to a break. When we come back, we're talking more about the NBA playoffs, all of the action that happened last night, the game tonight. We've got more information about Jamal Murray. No suspension for him, but a pretty hefty fine. We'll talk all of that and more on the other side with Rob Fisher.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Fiveash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Yo, Mark, long time no see. You still down at Dyer's?
Man, I'm not down at Dyer's. I'm out at Collierville Historic Town Square.
When'd you move out there?
We've been out there for about 13 years. We've got the shops, the park. We got the train the kids like to play on.
You still cooking those burgers the old-fashioned
Y'all
way?
have me? And we're still flattening out those hamburger balls on a slab of marble and skillet frying them the old-fashioned way like they've been doing for 100 years.
Dude, you still have those onion rings.
Man, they're fantastic. Hand-breaded, served up just right.
I loved those milkshakes. Please tell me you're still doing those.
Man, we are hand-dipping those shakes, putting them in the old glass in the shake tin, served the old-fashioned way.
You got any new items out there I need to know about?
We're just doing a lot of gourmet sandwiches. We've got farm-raised catfish straight out of the Delta. We've got some hot tamales from Pasquale's Tamales out of Helena, Arkansas.
Man, are they served in the husk?
What those guys like to say, they're so good, you'll suck the shuck.
Go see my buddy Mark at Dyer's Cafe in Collierville's historic town square.
Get 5 quarts of O'Reilly Full Synthetic Motor Oil and a MicroGuard oil filter for $31.99 at O'Reilly Auto Parts. In-store only, limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses.
Admit it. When you start thinking about tastes of Memphis, you think treats, sweets. You think Dinstall's. For 122 years now. What is that, 5 generations? When people wanted something to bring to a party that will just make everybody happy, they bring out Dinstall's. 122 years of cashew crunch, of heavenly hash, of turtlettes, of their award-winning fudge. That's worldwide. It's known that well. Then there's the milk chocolate. It all starts there. There's the double-dip peanuts. And then every fall, those famous chocolate-covered strawberries with that fondant. And they won't tell you what's in the fondant, but it makes it oh so special. And easy to get to. 5 locations. There's where they make the candies in Pleasant View. There's Germantown. There's Collierville. There's even one down
on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again are Brett Norsworthy and Bryant Dacus.
Welcome back into Sports Time. Bryant and Brett with you in our Family Leisure Studios. And joining us now to talk the NBA, plenty to get to, but Rob Fisher joins us. Talk all of the action. As always, you can check